I've been waking up slow with the weight in my chest, like the sun forgot how to shine in the west. And I smile when they ask, say I'm doing just fine, but there's thunder rolling quiet in the back of my mind. Some days are light, and some days I fake, and some days I break for my own damn sake. Well, the thing is, I'm trying, even when the voice in my head keeps lying. It's a war just to get out of bed, but I breathe in deep and I face it instead. No, I'm not alright, but I'm fighting to be. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I got friends who don't call, and I don't blame them. Hard to hold space when your world's gone vacant. And I wish I could tell you what's missing inside, but it's foggy in here, even with open eyes. I wear my silence like armor, I know, but there's hope in the cracks where the light starts to show. Well, the thing is, I'm healing, even when I don't trust what I'm feeling. Every scar is a line in my song, every stumble's a sign I've been walking this long. And I don't have a map, but I've got my feet. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I won't lie and say it's easy, but I won't hide the storm inside. If you're walking through the darkness, take my hand, we'll walk side by side. Well, the thing is, we're learning, and the fire in our hearts keeps burning. Even when the night feels too long, the strength in the fact we go on. So if you're not okay, let this song set you free. 'Cause the thing is, you're still you, and that's still enough for me.
Yeah. You are still you, and that is enough for me. Welcome to Well, the Thing Is. Got two special, I got Charlie sending love, and I got a special guest, Mr. Awesome and Amazing.
What's up?
Mr. G2K himself, the most awesome, amazing man I've ever met.
Well, you guys keep on talking about me like that, you're going to give somebody an ego and a complex. Too late.
Hey, it's good. It's good to have ego, and you know, to a certain extent. Obviously, you should think that you're a good person. You should think you're amazing. You should give yourself positive affirmations.
Always.
Exactly.
I just need to do that more often.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
we all do. We all have to do it more often.
So you know my little trick, what I did? So my kids were kind of like, we're teaching our kids about positive affirmations and saying positive things about themselves, right? And they thought it was weird or whatever. So I came up with an idea. So what I did is I went in the bathroom, and on the mirror, I kind of guessed where my kids' heights were at, and I just wrote a message with an arrow pointing to where they would stand in the mirror at. You know what I mean? When they were brushing their teeth or whatever. So when they look up and see in the mirror, they could all just see these arrows pointing at them, telling them you're awesome and amazing and shit. You know what I mean? Stupid, I know, but it works for me. Well, I guess I'm gonna get out of here.
Welcome, hey Elijah, hey Sharbaddy, hey Somber Warrior. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, dissociative identity disorder, right? It is like a huge thing that quite a few people live with, you know, and have to deal with them, their families, and those around them. And today we're going to, you know, go over what it is so that for those who may have missed Mr. Awesome and Amazing's show that he did on it, maybe you can get some understanding. And then we're going to talk about what it's like to live with it, right? Hey, Miss Pat, how are you doing? Oh, I got to go look at that Sharbaddy. Sharbaddy sent us a video for the new outro.
Okay, I cannot wait to see that.
Do you want me to start reading over the article?
Yes, and I'm going to pull it up too so I can take over when you're ready for me to.
Okay. What is dissociative identity disorder? Right? Dissociative identity disorder, or DID, formerly known as multiple personality disorder and split personality disorder, is a mental health condition where you have two or more separate identities. Dissociate means to separate or disconnect. People with dissociative identity disorder may experience several different personalities, usually referred to as alters. Each identity may have different behaviors, memories, thought patterns, or expressions. The identities may have different ethnicities and ways of interacting with their environments. These personalities may control your behavior at different times. Memories may not transfer from one identity to another, which can cause amnesia, gaps in memory. The presence of amnesia is often an important symptom that raises concern for the diagnosis. DID interferes with your ability to function in your day-to-day. It can impact your relationships with others and performance at school or work. DID is one of several dissociative disorders. These disorders affect your ability to connect with reality. What are the types of dissociative identity disorders? There are two types or forms of DID. Possession. Identities present as if an outside being or spirit took control of your body. You might speak or act differently in a way that is obvious to others. It's an unwanted identity, and the personality switch is involuntary. Non-possession. Identities are less known to others. You might feel a sudden change in your self-identification as if you're watching yourself in a movie, an out-of-body experience, instead of being in control of your speech, emotions, or behaviors. It is important to note that possession is a common belief of different cultures and religions around the world, but these voluntary spiritual practices aren't associated with DID. How common is a dissociative identity disorder? DID isn't common. One small U.S. study found that DID affects an estimate of 1.5% of people. Current estimates on how common this condition is may vary based on new diagnostic criteria, including in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition, the DSM-5. Symptoms and causes. What are the symptoms of dissociative identity disorder? The symptoms of DID include having at least two identities, personality states that affect your behavior, memory, self-perception, and ways of thinking, amnesia or gaps in memory regarding daily activities, personal information, and traumatic events. Different identities affect your ability to function in social situations or at work, home, or school. Other mental health symptoms that can, but not always, be found along with DID include anxiety, delusions, depression, self-harm, substance use disorder, thoughts about suicide. What does a person with DID feel like? If you have DID, you might feel or experience the following: detached from reality, your emotions, and your sense of self, confused by what others may tell you about your behavior, frustrated about gaps in your memory, stressed about not being in control, like a bystander watching yourself from the outside. It doesn't feel like you're you with DID. This can look and feel different for each person who experiences it. If something doesn't feel right or your experiences and memories aren't lining up, reach out to a healthcare provider for an evaluation. Can someone have DID without knowing it? Yes, it is possible that someone can have DID without knowing. While some people are aware of their identities, many people do not know when a new identity takes over, when a new identity steps in. You may not remember some events because another personality experienced them. This causes gaps in memory called amnesia. What causes dissociative identity disorder? DID causes may include stressful experiences, trauma, abuse. These events typically happen during childhood. DID is a way for you to distance or detach yourself from the trauma. DID symptoms may trigger or happen suddenly after removing yourself from a stressful or traumatic environment, like moving homes, close relatives or your children reaching the age at which you experience trauma, a recent traumatic or stressful experience, like a vehicle accident, An abuser passing away or experiencing a life-threatening illness. What are the risk factors of dissociative identity disorder? You may be more at risk of developing DID if you experience physical or sexual abuse, neglect, multiple medical procedures during childhood, or war or terrorism. What are the complications of dissociative identity disorder? You're at an increased risk of suicide with DID. More than 70% of people diagnosed with DID attempt suicide and practice self-injury behaviors. If you're thinking about hurting yourself, call or text 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You don't have to be in a crisis to dial 988. Someone is available to talk no matter your situation so you can feel better in your time of need.
Diagnosis and tests. How is dissociative identity disorder diagnosed? A healthcare provider, usually a psychologist and or psychiatrist, will diagnose DID. After taking a detailed medical history and learning more about you, your symptoms. Your provider may gather more information from people who know you best and spend the most time with you. Usually someone close to you will be the first to notice a change in your personality and raise concerns. There isn't a single test that can diagnose DID. A neurological exam, among other tests, to rule out any conditions that could cause symptoms. They'll review your symptoms and compare them to the criteria presented in the APA, the American Psychiatric Association, Diagnostics and Statistical Manual, 5th edition, DSM. In addition, your provider may use different questionnaires or scales to evaluate dissociative behavior. These include dissociative experience scale. It features 28 questions about your day-to-day experiences. Dissociative questionnaire. This includes 63 questions to evaluate the severity of your identity dissociation. Difficulties in emotional regulation scale. These 36 questions focus on how you regulate your feelings and emotions. Your provider will also ask you questions to learn about your risk of suicide, and it is common among people who experience DID. When is dissociative identity disorder diagnosed? Symptoms of DID often show up in childhood, between the ages of 5 and 10, but it's common for parents. Or other family member, guardians, teachers, or healthcare providers to miss or mistake the early signs. They may confuse DID with other behavioral or learning challenges, such as ADHD. For this reason, DID usually isn't diagnosed until adulthood. Due to the rarity of DID, the large variations in symptoms, it may take even experienced healthcare providers time to make an accurate diagnosis. Management and treatment. How is DID treated? DID treatment includes medication to manage symptoms like depression and anxiety, psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, or dialectical behavioral therapy. The first step of treatment is always to make sure you're safe. A healthcare provider will specialize in training in mental health disorders and guide you towards the right treatment. Treatment focuses on meeting your specific needs. Therapy for DID focuses on identifying and working through past trauma, managing your sudden behavioral changes, merging separate identities into a single identity. You may benefit from individual, group, or family therapy. Participating in therapy is challenging. You'll need to work through events that bring strong emotions. These can make you feel anxious, helpless, scared, and alone. But you're not alone. Your therapist and loved ones are willing to help and support you as you navigate through DID. Okay.
Can hypnosis help with DID? Some healthcare providers recommend hypnotherapy in combination with psychotherapy. Hypnotherapy is a form of guided meditation. It may help you recover suppressed memories. Outlook and prognosis. Will dissociative identity disorder go away? There isn't a cure for DID, but your symptoms can get better. You'll need to manage the condition for your entire life. This can feel overwhelming, but your provider will help you find the right treatment or combination of treatments so symptoms don't take over. Prevention. Can dissociative identity disorder be prevented? There's no way to prevent DID. However, identifying signs as early as possible and seeking treatment can help you manage symptoms. Parents and caregivers and teachers should watch for signs in young children. Treatment soon after episodes of abuse or trauma may prevent DID from progressing. Treatment can also help identify triggers that cause personality or identity changes. Managing stress and avoiding non-prescribed drugs and overconsumption of alcohol may help reduce the frequency of different alters controlling your behavior. Living with. Are there ways to make a living with DID easier? Always follow your provider's treatment plan. This could include taking medications as directed and continuing treatment, even if you feel better. If things are difficult or you notice things get worse instead of better, let your provider know immediately. They can work with you to adjust your treatment plan throughout your life. A strong support system can make living with DID more manageable too. Make sure you have a healthcare providers, family members, and friends who know about and understand your condition. Communicate openly and honestly with the people in your support system. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. If a loved one has DID, how can I help? Having a loved one with DID can be confusing and overwhelming. You may not know how to respond to their different alters or behaviors. You can help by learning about DID and its symptoms, offering to attend family counseling or support groups with your loved one, staying calm and supportive when sudden behavior changes occur. When should you see a healthcare provider? It's easy to minimize the impact that your symptoms have on your daily routine. If you suspect something isn't right about your sense of self, your memory, or how you're able to function, contact a health provider. If you or someone you know has DID and exhibits any of the following, seek medical attention right away: self-harm, suicidal thoughts, violent behavior. In the U.S., you can call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by dialing 988. This hotline connects you to a network of local crisis centers that provide free and confidential emotional support. The centers support people in suicidal crisis or emotional distress 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you are a loved one or in immediate danger, call 911 or your local emergency services number. A note from the Cleveland Clinic. Dissociative identity disorder is a mental health condition where you have two or more separate identities. It can be a way for you to escape from negative experiences you've lived through, to protect yourself and move forward. You might have placed your trauma in a box and tucked it away in the back of your brain. While DID provides an escape from reality, it can take you away from your loved ones and your true self. A mental health professional can help you work through these difficult experiences to open that box carefully when you're ready. Together, you'll sort through the contents to better organize the challenges you experience. While you're going through therapy, it helps to build a strong support system of people you can rely on when you don't feel like yourself. Remember, you're not alone as you manage DID. Over time and with the right treatment, you can function better and feel in more control of your true self.
So, G2K, Mr. Awesome Amazing.
Yes, sir.
At what age were you diagnosed with DID?
It's kind of a tricky one, but I was diagnosed with it 4 years ago, so 40, 41, 42.
Wow. So you
I just thought it was normal, and that was up until like when I realized I had a problem. It was that was like 10 years ago, no, 12 years ago. So that's when I first realized that something was off. And the incident happened, and it was a big one, and like so. But I've been dealing with it my whole entire life, not knowing what I thought everybody heard voices in their head like that shit, and like they don't. So there's that. You want to talk about a feeling like you're being, like the feeling of alone? You know what I mean? Like Here I was thinking everybody else had this issue, and it wasn't an issue until I was told it was an issue. And well, it's been messing with me my entire life. So, yeah.
Does it seem it's gotten better over time or worse?
Better. It's gotten better. Um, Especially after we figured out what it was and do as my counselor and my psychologist and my psychiatrist say I need to do, and listen to my wife when she says something to me, about it. And it's not easy, but it's manageable.
See, when I was reading the article, towards the end, it talks about how you got people who put it in a box and lock it away and try to bury it deep in a memory. And then you have DID as somebody who creates a different personality to protect you from those
Yeah.
thoughts.
Yes.
Um,
That's what I got. And it's from being abused as a child.
yeah, that's what mine was from. And it took a chick in college talking about that subject for the box to get opened again.
Yeah. Like I look at it like I would rather live with it every day instead of lock it away in a box, because anything it's just gonna at some point in time it's got to be unlocked. And like if I live with it and I acknowledge it, then I don't forget it, and that way it can't
Yeah,
reoffend me. You know what I mean? Like it can't surprise me, and that's the. I mean, I knew I was always kind of an outcast and shit, but like after I found out that not everybody has voices in their heads like I do, I felt like really an outcast. You know what I mean?
but you're not, dude.
But that was years ago. But I'm
Yep.
just saying that's how it makes you feel and shit, man. I don't know, man.
Yep. And I'm glad you. I know it's difficult to share it, but I think if for a lot of us who have something that's going on, especially what you've been through, what I've been through, and just talking about it is difficult. And it takes strong people to talk about it. And
Yeah.
because if you would ask, if I would have asked you 14 years ago, and I would have said, Mr. Awesome and Amazing, how do you handle what you're going through? Before you found out what you had was a problem. And I don't see it as a problem.
Right. No. I'm not taking it like you mean it that way either. So it's just see, with me, when I get asked questions and shit, it's like I gotta process it more times than just once.
Yeah.
I gotta process it. I gotta process it 4 other times, with each individual personality of their own. So,
In chat,
I don't know.
if Mr. Awesome and Amazing snaps or gets angry and gets verbally, it's because of his counterpart is coming alive.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting you know. He told me to tell you guys.
Yes, I appreciate it. And I was gonna get there myself, but yeah, like there's a certain risk that I take, like coming up here and doing this because of that reason. You know what I mean? Like,
When you're talking about it, it brings it more to the forefront, and it brings up traumas and different things. So your protective side comes out. That's what pretty much a lot of DID is your your body, because of trauma responses, creates different things to protect you.
Yes. And the one that comes out, his name's Trevor, and he's not a nice guy. To you guys, to anybody in my life besides me.
Because he's
Like
protected.
yes, at all, and no matter what. Like he wants to protect me so much. Like he hates my wife. My wife is his least favorite person on the face of this planet now.
Damn.
I mean, but
That's
you guys
because
see a totally different side of that. Like I battle holding them back on my own all the time, man, and it's not easy.
And your wife worships the ground you walk on, just like you worship the ground she walks on.
Oh yeah.
See, with Trevor, the reason he does that is because he sees as anybody that you let in as a possible target, as a possible person who can hurt you. And so because he knows she's the closest to you and the one that you love the most, he sees her as the biggest threat.
Yeah. We can end this live anytime you want, brother. If you don't want to talk about it and you're good, we can end it anytime you want.
We're always fucking good, bro. We're always fucking good.
Okay. All right. Because I don't like, putting people out there, if they're uncomfortable talking about something. That's not, I don't like being that type of person because I'm doing this, to bring awareness. Just like,
there's a certain stigma that comes attached to having dissociative identity disorder, and we're not like the movie Switch, you guys. It doesn't. I don't have different outfits for different people. I don't. That's not what it's like. It's like blankness, blank spots.
Yeah.
And it's like having a conversation with somebody, and in the blink of an eye, all this other shit happened and took place. In fact, minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes have gone by, and it's coming back into a reality that's right now that's totally changed. Like I was on an order about a month and a half ago, and I remember picking it up from Walmart and leaving, and that's the next thing I remember. I'm in a town 30 fucking miles away on the side of the road with no groceries in my car. But for me, it was like I blinked, I'm here, and blink, I open my eyes, and I'm there.
Yep.
You want to talk about freak the fuck out? I want to talk about feelings of whatever the fuck you want to put in there.
That's one of the biggest, hugest signs that someone actually has DID, because when the other personality takes over, a lot of the time, the person doesn't remember anything. Like you could have friends you don't even know, right? Or people you meet and talk to, and then they see you later, and you're like, I don't know who this person is.
Yeah.
Because your other personality is friends with them. Your other personality met them, not you. And so that's a huge thing that people did go through. Could you imagine things happening in your life and you don't even remember them happening?
Like the first time it was pointed out to me that there was an issue, I was in my bedroom with my wife and my sister-in-law, and we were talking about this and that, and next thing I know, I'm standing on the balcony of my apartment complex. I'm in my boxers, and my medications were scattered all the way down along the balcony and shit. And my wife's just fucking bawling. My sister-in-law's like, "Look, how could you say that to her?" And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, it's not easy. It's not fucking easy. And yeah. We're
It's not
good.
easy for you. It's not easy for those around you, but those who
Oh, I
love
feel
you.
so bad. And see, like for me now, it's like unless like a big change happens, like when I was in the car a month and a half ago and I was in a different city, I knew where I was. You know what I mean? Like those are easy to recognize because it's that big of a change. Like most of them, it's just like there's not that. It's just difficult, man. It's just difficult. But,
So Charbaddy says, "Thank you for talking about this, G2K. You may have
yeah, of
helped
course.
someone get help and give them better understanding."
I hope so. I hope so. Like the things that my wife and my kids have had to go through and shit in order for me to whatever. Like I've never been a violent person when it comes to my family, so it's nothing like that. You know what I mean? Just dealing with somebody else's mental health when you don't have mental health issues is hard. I
Yep.
could imagine. I could
Yep.
imagine. I don't know. I don't know what that's like. So
I myself have never had or had a person in my life who did until I have you. But just knowing about it, right, and reading, it's not what people see on TV per se. Like even in me, myself, and Irene, right? That absolutely does show to me a better version than the other movies, because Hank created that version of himself to protect himself after being in a traumatic experience, and that's what it is like when a person goes through something such as sexual abuse as a child, or anything like that, they can create those personalities, and those personalities are their protection, so they can go inside of themselves and don't have to be present. And so trauma causes that.
yeah, they're trauma
And
nets, man. I got four of them. They're Trevor, Travis, Alice, and Alex.
can you
And
explain to the people like each one of your personalities, and do you mind sharing why they were created?
um,
If you don't feel like it, you don't have to.
oh, let me see. It's like having four other fucking people live inside you. How else do you think it's going to be? It's
Totally
for
not
real.
fun.
It's for real. Like you just fucking battle four other people inside your head every single day to see how easy it is for you to cope with life and wonder why they get and wonder why people get. It was because I was raped as a child, ladies and gentlemen. Like this is the things that happens to people when they get put in fucked up situations. This is what happens. And you want to fucking play games with people, man? Fuck all you guys, dude.
We just saw Trevor Young, if you don't know. But yeah, so that is a perfect example. As you all know who G2K is, you saw like slight differences and heard that in the vocal, right? But it didn't look too crazy. That is what a switch does. And probably 100% in a few minutes when Trevor finally releases custody, G2K is probably, going to go, oh my God, what did I just do?
I wish I
Yeah,
could just take this pain away from it.
I do too. I'm going to say this is something that I know that my beautiful sister over there helps my brother with. And I want to thank her every day for supporting such an amazing man that we know he is. And he has a beautiful children.
Sorry. Sorry. That's all I can
It's
say about it.
okay. It's okay.
That's all I can say about it.
Trevor came out to protect you. It's okay.
Like I was telling Eddie, yesterday, like this is one of the biggest reasons why I have a hard time going out in public and shit and stuff like that, is because of that. Like, so, um, I was afraid, like that's always a fear of mine. Something happening and getting, you know what I mean? And because I just don't want people to.
See you any
I'll
differently.
take. Yes. Okay. I own my shit. It's me. You guys seen? I did it. Whatever. Well, I said it. It's but that's just because I own my shit, and I just hope I didn't say anything too fucked up.
No, you
Really.
didn't.
Can I honestly say this? I wish I could just place my hand across your chest and take all the pain you live with away.
Oh,
I
Eddie,
can
like,
feel it.
bro, for real, man.
I can feel it.
You know the big man loves you. He's our big teddy bear.
I know, man. I love that. I love that, dude. You know what I mean?
You don't need
Like,
to say sorry.
but you know what? But you know what? Like, there's a reason why these things. There's a reason why I was given these challenges is because I'm stronger than this shit. I can handle my shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know too many. I'm not trying to sound whatever, and anybody can say whatever they want. But there's not too many people that can go through the things that I've gone through in my life and sit here today and talk about it in a positive way and try to make it turn around. There's not many people that can do that. And well,
You're
it's
doing
all I
it.
know. It's all I know. This is how this life was chosen for me. I didn't choose this life. I just got God and Jesus on my side telling me, look, you might not have chose this life, and this is why you're here, is because you're gonna do some good shit with life, man. And that's why. So, but Eddie, I love you so much. Just know that, big guy. Like, for real, dude. Like, I wouldn't let you take that pain, bro. I wouldn't do it, man. I'm good. I'll always be good, man. I'll always be okay.
I can't wait until I get to come to your neck of the woods.
Hell yeah, bro. We had some fun, man. You should, like, we can drive around town, act like we got Tourette's and shit.
Yeah, we can walk. We can drive around town and act like we got 100 personalities. You know?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know? That's why, like, see, that's why people are like, my favorite holiday is Halloween. Okay. It's really Halloween. Why? Because that's the one day of the year, like literally one day of the year that I feel like I don't have to worry about if something else comes out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You don't have to wear
Everybody
a
else,
mask.
exactly, like for real. And it's not a hard thing. It's not a easy thing for me to, you know what I mean? But that's why I love Halloween, man.
Pat asked a question.
Yeah,
Pat
and it's
says,
so long.
I have a question. Would anyone here help a family member going through this that has just went through drug rehab?
If they are serious about actually, they went through the rehab and got the help, then yes. If in case they're not ready for the help, I would suggest trying to get them into some kind of treatment plan, because here's the reason. I've helped people get off of stuff like that, and they go right back to it if they're really not ready. So sometimes you're enabling. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to weigh the risk and the options.
When it comes to addicts, this is one thing we should all know about addicts. An addict will never quit being an addict until they decide it's time for them. There's nothing nobody can do to make an addict quit doing drugs. They can't. And it's not just drugs. It's just like they have to hit their rock bottom and acknowledge that they have a problem and it's a problem. Until then, there's nothing you just don't enable them by sending the money and just don't you know what I mean? Like, just don't enable them, and they'll hit their rock bottom. Trust me. We just buried my little brother right before he hit his. So
I had to learn that the hard way.
yeah.
To explain, my sister is an addict, so I have cut contact. But for so many years, I was the one that was her safe place when she needed to get off stuff, right? The problem with that was I was becoming her enabler for her to be able to come for a little while, get clean, then go right back to it. And it was making it worse instead of better. This last time, my sister is a fairly big size girl, right? She's a BBW. She's smaller than I am. Her teeth are falling out of her head. And it's sad to see And it breaks my heart to see the woman that I knew, and this drug has taken over her entire life. So yeah, and with you got to think on top of it, they're self-medicating, right? So they're self-medicating because of a mental health condition. That's not going to help the mental health condition. In fact, it's probably going to cause more ulcers and more trauma.
For real. For real. But look, like I don't do this stuff because I don't want like I don't come for to hear people say, oh, I'm sorry and all this and all that. Like I don't do this as a pity party thing. I do this stuff because people are too chicken shit to step up and do it. Because that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. Like if something I'm saying is making you feel uncomfortable, maybe you should go ask yourself why you feel uncomfortable. Maybe it's not the person that's saying it that you need to be uncomfortable about. Maybe it's the person who's hearing it that needs to be uncomfortable about something. Because basically, like when it comes down to it, I am awesome and amazing.
You are, bro.
I'm just saying. Like, and I only have that kind of confidence because of all of you. Because of all of you. Like, I mean that shit. For real. I have that kind of self-confidence about myself because you guys give it to me.
Pat wants to leave. I'm gonna drop it.
I'm sorry, but that made me think of a song. I had to sing the song. Give it to me, baby. Pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah, okay. I am pretty fly for a white guy. But this shit's on lockdown, ladies. I'm sorry, I'm married.
To my beautiful sister, and I will stab a hoe in the name of Jesus. Okay. Anyway, I'll help her hide the body, and won't nobody even know about it. See, my other personality gonna come out. I ain't even got dead. What you talking about? My crazy gonna jump. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Gotta put my crazy back on the porch.
Yes. Yes. Relax. So Pat wanted the link. I gave it to her. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you can turn your camera off now, Pat.
I'm in a shelter, so if I cut off, I'm sorry. But I want to thank you first, G2K, for bringing this up because this hits me right where I live. As you've seen in my comments about my sister, an hour and a half ago, I found out where she's at. I thought she was dead for the last 3 years. She lost a leg doing drugs, and she does have this disability you're talking of. She actually has so many personalities. Last time I saw her, I couldn't even talk to her because she would flip in and out of different people so often, and the drugs exaggerated it, you know. And I've tried to help her for 15, 20 years, and now I find out where she's at. I've been looking for her, like I said, and she needs a place to go. She's just gotten out of rehab. She's clean. But in my heart, I want to help her. But my mind tells me, you've done this so many times. And now I have grandchildren to worry about.
Yeah.
And I want to know, what should I do?
And
I'm in tears. I'm sorry.
Now, the last time I tried to give somebody advice, I kind of got in trouble for it, but I don't really care.
No, no, G2K, screw them people.
My advice is simple, and it's this, and it's just advice. Pat, what does your heart tell you to do?
It tells me to do it, but my husband says no.
Then if your heart says to do it, then one thing I always listen to is what my heart says. And like some people might be mad at you and pissed off at you, but this is maybe the time to where you tell her, look, this is the last time. This is it. I've gone against everybody in my life that's told me not to do this, and I'm going to help you. And I'm telling you, this is the last time. I've said this is the last time before, but you got to stick to that shit. It's got to be the last time. And if she's serious about it, you'll know in the next day or two if she's serious about it or not.
Right now, I have to be in a storm shelter. We have really bad weather, but I'm going to reach out to her tomorrow. I'm going to go from there. That's all I can do.
Whatever your heart, and it's at that moment, your heart might tell you to do to help her out right now, but that might not be what your heart tells you tomorrow.
Exactly. I really
whenever
want
your
to
heart
see
comes to
her
you in
in
that
person
moment, that's what I
Just
would.
and talk to her and talk to the people that at the rehab center.
Yeah.
so just sleep on it. Sleep on it.
I'm
Okay.
going to.
We careful. We
Thank
care
you,
about you,
though.
Pat. We care
And
about you.
Shar, this is what I was going to talk to you about if you're still in chat.
And always, there's always this little thing you can do too. You know what I mean?
And you can still talk to Char after this.
You know,
'Cause
I
I-
will.
I
Yeah.
will say, Miss Pat, this
Thank
is
you,
coming
guys.
from me, who's dealt with this situation. Because I've gotten my sister off the drug 6 times. You'll know because you know her, right? Better than anybody. When you speak to her and you tell her what G2K said
Yeah.
about this man last time, when she speaks back to you and what she says, because you know when she's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, you know when she's actually telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? You'll
Yeah.
be able to tell
She's giving you
also.
that same line she's given you so many times before.
So listen
Yes.
and
you know,
use your
G2K, she was
judgment.
sexually abused very young, too.
Well, most people
So I
who
wonder
get
if that
sexually
doesn't
abused
have
teachers,
something to do with that, you know?
97% of everybody who has been sexually abused turns to one form of drug or alcohol in their lifetime.
Oh, she went full blast. When she was 9 years old, she was caught stealing beer and whatever she could do at the age of 9. And
Whatever
it's
you gotta
been
do to
that
match
way
that
since
pain.
then. And she's in her late 50s now.
Yeah, whatever you got to do to get that pain numb is what you're gonna do to get that pain numb. And I'm telling you right now, if she's been sexually abused and she hasn't let it out, she hasn't let it out into the world.
Oh,
Like
she
she'll
let it
never,
out.
she'll like I mean let it like out.
Oh, it was out, G2K. My whole family imploded when she. It was a good thing the man that did it was dead because, you know, all my uncles, everybody wanted. It's a good thing he was gone.
Has she gotten
I
help
never
for it?
wished death on
Like
somebody,
like
but yeah,
like for real, has she gotten help for it? Because
yes.
like counseling,
But
like
then,
that's one thing I'd make sure she was in, and I'd make sure she has a counselor when she's staying with you, if she's gonna stay with you.
oh,
Like,
that's gonna. There's gonna be some have tos.
it's
Yeah.
If it takes
go
drug
ahead, Eddie.
tests.
Sorry.
If it takes daily, even every other day drug tests or
Yes,
weekly drug tests, and don't even tell her when the drug test is happening, just do
exactly.
it.
And tell her all this. If you cannot agree to all of this right here, then
Mhm.
this ain't happening. You need me more than I need you in my life right now. As fucked up as that
Yeah.
sounds, that's how it is. You
Oh,
need
yeah.
me more than I need you. But you're
I
my
agree.
sister,
These are,
and I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Because I care.
these are my boundaries, and this is what I expect you to do. 1, get counseling. 2, submit to random drug tests. 3, just set your boundaries that you expect her, whether you want her to find a job within a certain amount of time or contribute to household, whatever it may be, right? Make your
The
list
most
out and
important part is
stick
to it.
to those boundaries.
Well,
Don't let her
Stick
slip
to it.
on one of them.
It's
she's
not a
not
strike.
gonna get around very
Yep.
easy. She's in the
It's not
wheelchair.
strike.
She's
It's
only
not
got
strike
one
one,
leg.
strike two, strike
Hold
three.
on, hold on,
Once
hold
you're
on.
done. Sorry.
She can get a prosthetic leg.
I know. If she comes with me, we're gonna work with that. Towards
And then
that.
once she gets that prosthetic leg, she will be mobile again.
And she does get a disability check, so maybe I can help her find a place to live and get her settled where she's comfortable. That's
Well,
what I really want to do
that would
for
be
her.
the ultimate goal. That would be the ultimate goal.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I
But I
want
would
it to be
say
close by me so I.
while she's with you, what I would have her do is that if she doesn't contribute to rent and incidentals, right? She contributes to her food bill and does contribute to putting money back, or at least you holding on to it, for her to be able to get that
Get it, bro.
house and
Oh,
that place.
exactly.
Whenever that time may be, whether it's $50 a paycheck or maybe $100, whatever it is, it's got to be this way. And if you can't fulfill all these, and if you're not okay, then I'm driving away right now, and you can find your own way out of here.
That'll show
Yeah.
you if she's serious. That'll show you if she's willing to meet those requirements because if she's on disability, she has insurance enough to go
Yeah.
get a therapist. And if
Yeah.
she tries
Yeah.
to meet those qualifications that you're asking her for, that means she's serious this time. Because if she's not, you know, she'll go, I don't want to do all that, and
Yeah.
she'll throw a hissy fit.
And see, and don't let her pull the wool over your eyes either. When it comes to a counselor,
Oh.
they got telehealth and shit that she doesn't even got to leave the motherfucking house to see a counselor.
Oh, I already know where to get her set up with all this stuff already.
And
Well,
when
good.
you talk to
I
your
had to
husband,
deal with it with my mother-in-law. She had mental illness, so I know where to go. I know where to go.
the way to explain it to your family, though, and your husband would be to say, hey, I'm not just letting this be a free ride this time. These are what I'm putting in place. And if she doesn't do this thing, then she's out on her butt and I will handle it. I am sorry for in the past that I have, allowed this to interrupt our lives. But this time I'm taking a stance and you can hold me to it.
We're gonna argue on this one for sure. That's
No,
another
just,
thing.
you don't even, see, Pat, you don't even use straight up. You don't even. That's the wrong mindset. Look, you're not arguing with anybody with this. Not
I
your
already
husband.
talked to him about it.
Not your sister. You know, not your sister. Like, no. And if it wants to, and if they want to throw it into an argument, straight, no, you're not. This is how it's going to be.
It's
And
not.
I
you're
talked to him
you're
about
not.
it. He said absolutely not.
Well.
So there's another hurdle I got to look at.
Well,
I've
he
been
love
with
you?
him
Do you love
50
him?
years.
No,
I'm pretty sure I can talk him into this. You know what I'm saying?
The way that you talk to him about this is because he's thinking you're just going to do what you did in the past, right?
Yes.
Say, no, this time is different because this time I'm putting my foot down. These are the things that she has to do to get better, and she has such and such time to get out of the house. Whether, set a time frame and y'all to agree on it and stick to it, right? And if he helps you come up with some of the boundaries, right? He's more willing to agree to help her because he knows you're serious this time.
Yeah.
And make sure it's all in writing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be in writing, and she's signing it.
Write all this shit down so you don't forget yourself. Write it all down.
I am. As soon as these storms are gone and they're fixing to hit me. So, that's going to be my homework for tonight.
Okay.
Well, there you go, Pat. If you need, you know how to get a hold of me. You know how to get a hold of me.
I appreciate you guys.
Yep, of course, Pat.
Thank you very much for having me up. I don't like to put my personal stuff out, but I was at my wit's end, John. You just happened to have this show.
That's what this is about, Miss Pat, being there for each other.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
See, it's times like this that this isn't just the internet, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. And for people to get malicious and go after people on here for personal things like this, shame on you. Make karma bite you in your ass.
Oh, it will.
It will one way or another. When people try to hurt others, it bounces back.
It does.
When I started this,
but I'm going to say thank you very much,
Miss Pat. Before you drop down, I want to say something. The reason why I started this channel is to let people know they're not alone. So you're not alone in this.
Just that feeling right there of knowing that there's other people out there that when they say they got you, they mean it. It's so amazingly helpful. You can even introduce your sister to this communities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I plan to. I do plan to do that. Because this place will help her. I'm sure it will. She can talk to you people about what. Yeah, and sometimes anonymity, talking to a stranger is better than talking to somebody sometimes in her shape, in her position.
And that's why I
they don't judge.
That's why I say this all the time. I think everybody who breathes oxygen and eats food should have a counselor. Everybody needs one person that they can go to when they need to just let anything fucking out that they know they're not going to be judged on. They're not going to look. They're going to be in the exact same mood to see you the next time they see you as they are this time to see you. Like everybody needs that. I put my counselors through fucking hell I put both my counselors through hell, all three of them. But like, that's what their job is. Everybody
Yep.
needs somebody they can let their shit out to, man.
Yep. And thank you for
Yeah.
coming up, Pat.
That's true. Thank you for having me. You guys
You're always
don't know what
welcome.
you've done for me. You really don't.
We love you.
I appreciate it. Love
We
you
do,
guys
Miss
too.
Pat.
Bye.
As much as you think we don't know, we do, and we love you. We've all been there.
I know the good people on here. I do.
Huggies, and
And
just
y'all's
know
good
that
people.
you're never
Thank you.
alone. Okay?
You are not alone.
Thank you.
We are here with you.
I'll be in chat.
All right, Pat. Have a good day,
Peace
sweetheart.
and love.
Love and peace.
She said she's probably going to call you, Sharbati, after the live to talk to you more about it and probably expand more, than willing to online per se. And I understand why. I get it. Because people try to use people's trauma and their hurt and their pain and the things that they go through against them. When technically there should be no stigma. There should be no that. You should be uplifting other people and being there for them. As a human race, what are we but to love each other?
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. Real. So I want to thank Mr. Awesome and Amazing for being here. I want to thank Pat for coming up. I don't know if she can hear me, but just be strong. So you can be as strong. And you're welcome.
Also, I set up the new video as the outro. So when you press end, it's going to play the outro for us that Sharbati come up with. So everybody will get to see the new amazing video at the same exact time.
And Nana's Dragonfly, I see you in chat. Yes, I see you in chat, Nana's Dragonfly, and thank you for being here. So, one of my friends just so happened to be a huge supporter of G2K's channel, Vic Ferrari. I hadn't seen him around in a while. When I saw him pop into your chat and say what he said, I'm like, damn. Like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Me too.
Just hearing him say that and then reading what he said afterwards. He said, what you do is very important, So did you do a pop-up live today?
Nope, I haven't. I still got time.
So,
but I will be before the night's over.
Yes. So I will be alert tonight. Last night I wasn't so alert because I had to be up early in the morning. So
as long as you watch the replay,
I will watch it. So
just full of good information, a lot of good information I'm throwing out there.
Yes.
I will say a lot of your lives, Mr. G2K, and I have in the description box below, if you are not subscribed to Mr. Awesome and Amazing, I have both channels, both the backup and the OG channel, linked in the description below. Please make sure you subscribe to both channels. One is for chilling and chat. We have some fun. The other one is for serious topics. And I will say this, I have learned so much through the serious topics myself. There are things that I didn't even know about as a parent that I needed to know. So thank you, Mr. Get to Know, for everything that you do.
Thank you. That really makes me feel good.
And if you don't know, now you know, get to know.
That's me. That's me right here. Get to know. That's me, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, this is Mr. Awesome and Amazing. I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Be nice to each other. Be kind. And remember, one child is one too many. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, and see you later. Fucking haters. Haters. Fucking haters. Laters.
And see, well, the thing is, what had happened was, in retrospect, we love y'all.
You booked a yearly checkup, you track your sleeping hard. But when your thoughts feel heavy, you call it just a dog. You smile in every photo, but shake when lights go down. You joke so you can hide it, afraid you'll let them down. Let's break the stigma, let the truth shine through. It's okay to check your mind, like your body too. It's okay to be mental, speak up, be seen. Break the silence, snap the chains, we can all be free. Let's break the stigma, say you're not okay. Reaching out is brave, that's how healing finds its way. It's okay to be mental, speak up, be seen. Break the silence, snap the chains, we can all be free. You're scrolling through the stories, someone says they're not alright. You feel that same old pressure to always say I'm fine, but shaking hands on Sunday and crying in your car don't make you weak or broken, they show how strong you are. Let's break the stigma, let the truth shine through. It's okay to check your mind, like your body too. It's okay to be mental, speak up, be seen. Break the silence, snap the chains, we can all be free. Let's break the stigma, say you're not okay. Reaching out is brave, that's how healing finds its way. It's okay to be mental, speak up, be seen. Break the silence, snap the chains, we can all be free.